Dan Hansis, Greg Rosenthal, are you guys excited about the draft?
We are. Big month. A lot of time to kill beforehand.
Dan, what are you doing?
I just think about the draft. I get so excited.
Oh, I'm so glad. Well, before it was a massive production. Enjoy that coffee.
Nothing in it.
There was like football phones, and they were doing things in hotel lobbies. It wasn't like a huge thing.
They were helmet phones.
They were drafting based on
those.
like magazines.
Exactly.
They were
Probably.
before magazines.
All right, so a lot of guys fell. We're going to go through the
It was
three.
mostly a place to chain smoke.
I think so. I've seen all of those old videos. It kind of looks like a cool hangout, but it's fine. So we're going to go through the three biggest steals in draft history. So we'll start with number 3. We got Bart Starr, 17th round, 200th overall pick he was.
17th. Well, I guess there weren't as many teams then. So 17th round. That's
30
double the
rounds
amount of
overall.
rounds that exist. For the George Washington of the NFL. I mean, this is the MVP of Super Bowl I. That is basically the guy. He should get more credit.
MVP of the first 2 Super Bowls.
That's right.
I mean, it is. There were a lot of GMs kicking themselves. Let's put it that way. When they had 16 to 17 chances to take Bart Starr, who became a legend, Hall of Fame in 1977.
Well, think of though, even his own team didn't give him a lot of credit. He wasn't
That's
really
true.
even the starter for a while. He was back and forth, getting benched a lot. Even Vince Lombardi, it took him a while to really believe this 17th round guy was the guy.
Also, sneaky, one of the best names in NFL history
Bart
for
Starr.
a quarterback. Yeah.
Yeah. Actually, his real name I saw was Brian Bartlett Starr.
What?
Yeah.
Nice move. Bart
we
was
have
a
a producer here named Ryan Bartlett. So
Are you he has a
real
stage
similar.
name to be a football player?
I guess so. Let's go to number 2. Joe Montana. Joe Cool. He was a 3rd round pick, 82nd overall.
Yes, out of Notre Dame, and was a star at Notre Dame, but I
Yeah.
guess, Joe was never gifted with, prodigious talents with arm strength and things of that nature. But you know what? It turned out that Joe Namath had a lot of other skills that maybe they couldn't pick up in the draft room.
Yeah, well, people overrate your running abilities. He was a goofy-looking runner. They can't they can't measure the smarts. That's why quarterbacks. That's why they're dominating this list. The hardest
thing
thing to evaluate.
like that.
There was, and Russell Wilson, also a 3rd round pick, as we know, who might be heading to the Hall of Fame one day, and somebody that was in consideration for my Graybeards team.
Oh, wow.
Brian Anger, a punter the Jaguars took before Russell Wilson. So when you miss on a quarterback, it always hurts. But when he goes into the 3rd round, there are teams that had multiple chances.
It's crazy because he was at Notre Dame. There were no red flags. It wasn't like Dan Marino where there was a lot of partying stuff. They were worried about off the field. There was nothing.
That was weird.
He was Joe Cool.
He was on the same team as Rudy at Notre Dame.
Oh, look at that. Imagine that.
How about
Let's go
that?
to number 1. Tom Brady.
Oh, I thought it was Rudy.
We've heard all of this before, but
You didn't
yes.
make it, Greg.
Huge steal.
Here's the thing. Greg, start it out.
$199. But let's give the Patriots a lot of credit. But I like the story that Scott Pioli always kept a picture framed on his desk of their 5th round pick that year that he took ahead of Tom Brady, which was a tight end stiff that never even made the team. I think it was like Stokowski or something.
You don't have to call him stiff.
Well, I'm just saying that way he never gets too impressed by himself. This guy, Tom Brady, who turns into the greatest player ever. Who knew?
Absolutely. I mean, as a Jets fan, it hurts to have to deal with Tom Brady for 15 years, maybe 10 more, if the world is that cruel. But here's the thing, Colleen. You can measure a man's speed. You can measure his arm strength. You can measure his agility.
You can't measure what's right here.
How about right
Tom
here?
Brady.
Heart. Oh, yeah, and up here.
That's what's separating him.
Here's the weird thing about Brady also, because he didn't have great measurables out of school, and that's a big reason why.
Didn't play a lot.
At Michigan, he didn't play a lot. But now he has like a cannon and like one of the best arms in the league.
How does that even happen?
And he didn't have a great arm. Who could forget?
Right here.
Oh, the
also
heart.
right here.
Yeah, you could.
Right. And talk about all the quarterbacks that were taken before him. Chad Pennington.
Well, Chad was a nice player.
He's in there.
It's
Chris
not-
Redmond, T. Martin.
Yeah.
You got to
Remember
go
that
with
guy?
Giovanni Carmazzi, right?
Yes.
That's the other thing. Everybody's always like, oh, the Patriots saw what no one else could have seen with Tom Brady.
Nah, they got lucky.
Patriots passed on him 5 times as well. But just remember the combine photo of Tom Brady was not an impressive-looking athlete, and it just goes to show you this is not an exact science.
If you don't remember, Google that. Okay? All right. Thank you for that. Top 3 steals in draft history. For all your draft coverage leading up to the NFL draft, you can stay here at NFL Now.